Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing well and enjoying your vacations. At the same time, you are also working something for your creative learning and for some constructive work, and you are already getting some assignments and some explanation by the teacher, so you are working with that. So hope that you continue to do your work in a direction that will help you to be very efficient in future when we resume our classes. Now I, Sanjay Joshi, wish to interact with you on some important topics. First thing that I would like to ask you about the great personalities. The great personalities, suppose if we discuss about Mahatma Gandhi, there must have been some point of time in his life also when he was required to take a decision. He was a well-known barrister, he was a successful lawyer when he won case against mighty British Empire in South Africa against injustice done. So this was the time in his life when he must have decided to start working for the support of those people who were suffering from the injustice, unequal treatment by the colonial powers. What decision he took that moment has set his destiny, and now we know Gandhi is a world known popular figure whose ideals are still being followed. So here today we will discuss the poem written by Robert Frost. The title of the poem is The Road Not Taken, and in this poem Robert Frost also has discussed in the form of poetry, and the beauty of poem is that it can narrate, it can explain many things at a time. Robert Frost American poet hai. He was born in 1874. He lived for about 80 years and he died in 1963. The Road Not Taken is a poem by Robert Frost published in 1916. So we will see this poem. The central theme is the divergence of path, and we will see now this poetry has 4 stanzas and each stanza has 5 lines. Rhyming scheme is A-B, A-A-B. There are 4 stanzas and each stanza has 5 lines, and in each line the ending words for first, third and fourth line they are same. Would, stood, could are the words in first, third and fourth line, and second and fifth line they have different words ending both and growth in first stanza. Likewise, the similar sounding words in second stanza are fair, where and there, and claim and same are the words in second and fifth line in second stanza, and so on. So you can check this. You can also trace the rhyming schemes in the other poems. Now here the first stanza, let us begin. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveller. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Here first line, 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood. यहाँ पर जो color है yellow wood, this also has a very specific meaning. Let me tell you. Frost used this detail as yellow wood. Yellow wood are found in America, and they are basically from the trees, birch trees, elder trees are there, and this yellow color signifies a particular time of the year, a particular time of a season, that is autumn. Autumn is the season when transformation goes on, जब बदलाव होता है. Autumn, you must be knowing, it's a season when trees shed their leaves, and when trees shed their leaves the new leaves come. So this is a time of transformation. One stage transforms into another. तो ये जो 2 रास्ते हैं जो डाइवर्ज हो रहे हैं, जो एक फोर्क है, फोर्क मतलब जब 2 भागों में बढ़ जाता है एक रास्ता, उस जगह को बोलते हैं फोर्क. So here both yellowwood and divergence of road has close connection, and it signifies that a decision is going to change the life or determine the future. Maybe for wood we can say. At the same time, a traveler who is traveling on the road which is going to be diverged has to make a choice and has to decide to which direction he can travel. Here you can note that these lines, second, third and fourth line, all 3 lines begin with word end. And sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveller. Long I stood. यहाँ पर एक meditation है, एक pause है. It's a pause. He says long I stood. He says he is only one traveler and he cannot travel both. That means he has to make a choice and he has to decide. So he is meditating to which side, to which direction, to which road he should proceed. And I looked down one as far as I could, to where it went in the undergrowth. Where exactly the road leads to is not decided, cannot be said. So Robert Frost says that both the roads where it will lead is uncertain, but he has to make a choice, he has to take a decision, and this decision finally has to come up from his conscience. So how he decides, it comes in the next stanza. Then took the other, just as fair and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had borne them really about the same. फ्रॉस्ट यहाँ पर ख़ासतौर पर इस चीज़ को बताना चाह रहे हैं कि उन्होंने जो रास्ता चुना है वो लेस ट्रेवल्ड है, हालांकि दोनों ही रास्तों को उन्होंने देखा. दो एज फॉर दैट द पासिंग देयर हैड बोन देम रियली अबाउट द सेम, दोनों ही रास्तों पर उसी तरीके से पत्तियाँ गिरी हुई हैं, लेकिन एक उनमें जो रास्ता है वो ज़्यादा ही ग्रासी है, जिसको रिपेयर किया, जिसको वेयर किया, जिसके ऊपर लोगों के चले जाने की ज़रूरत है. यहाँ पर जो पोइटिकल डिवाइसेस हैं, मेटाफोर और पर्सनिफिकेशन, इनके बारे में आप अपने स्क्रीन पर देख सकते हैं कि कहाँ किस जगह पर पर्सनिफिकेशन है, कौन सी लाइन मेटाफोरिकल वे में रॉबर्ट फ्रॉस्ट ने डिस्क्राइब की है. लेट अस मूव अहेड. Frost then reiterates that the two roads are comparable, observing this time that the roads are equally untravelled, carpeted in newly fallen yellow leaves, and both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. ये लाइन आप देख सकते हैं अगले स्टेंजा की पहली और दूसरी लाइन, दोनों में ही बताया है कि दोनों ही रास्तों पर फ्रेश लीव्स, मतलब न्यूली फॉलन येलो लीव्स गिरी हुई हैं. तो ये जो पूरा सेगमेंट है, दोनों में रॉबर्ट फ्रॉस्ट अपने डिसीज़न को लेकर डायलेमा, जैसे कि इस पोइट्री की शुरुआत ही है कि एक डिलेमा से शुरू होता है, डिसीज़न क्या लेना है, नहीं लेना है, किस तरफ आगे बढ़ना है. तो इस डिसीज़न को लेकर, डिलेमा को लेकर रॉबर्ट फ्रॉस्ट ने और एलेबोरेट किया है और दोनों ही रोड्स को, दोनों ही रास्तों को कंपेयर किया. तो उनका फेवर जो जा रहा है उस रास्ते की तरफ जा रहा है जो ग्रासी है, वांटेड वेयर है. तो दोनों ही रास्तों के बारे में थर्ड स्टेंजा में फिर फ्रॉस्ट ने बताया है. एंड बोथ दैट मॉर्निंग इक्वली ले इन लीव्स नो स्टेप हैड ट्रोडन ब्लैक. थर्ड स्टेंजा की थर्ड लाइन, इसमें रॉबर्ट फ्रॉस्ट ने बताया है, ओ आई केप्ट द फर्स्ट फॉर अनदर डे. फर्स्ट वाला जो रास्ता है जिसके ऊपर लोग ज़्यादा गए हैं, जो कॉमनली लोगों ने ज़्यादा एक्सेप्ट किया है, जिस तरीके से उन्होंने ज़िंदगी जीने का तय किया है उसको उन्होंने छोड़ दिया. उस कॉमन तरीके से जीना उन्होंने अपने लिए तय नहीं किया. जबकि येट नोइंग हाउ वे लीड्स ऑन टू वे आई डाउटेड इफ़ आई शुड एवर कम बैक. रॉबर्ट फ्रॉस्ट यहाँ पर बता रहे हैं कि कभी वो वापस भी आ पाएंगे या नहीं, ये भी नहीं जानता कि यह रास्ता कहाँ लेके जाएगा. लेकिन फिर भी उस पहले रास्ते को छोड़कर उस रास्ते को चुना जिसके बारे में वो अनजान है कि रास्ता सही है, गलत है, नहीं उनको पता. तो ये पूरा जो एक तरीके से यहाँ पर मेडिटेशन है, उनकी सोच जो चल रही है. फ्रॉस्ट इज़ meditating, contemplating what way he should decide. But we can conclude here, we can interpret here that he has decided to choose untrodden road on the basis of his impulse only, because he has decided that I should proceed on the road which is not accepted, which is not taken up commonly by the people. So desire to do something unique, something special has compelled him to take this decision to lead onto the way which is not commonly accepted. So he has taken this decision impulsively. फ्रॉस्ट ने इस चीज़ को, इस डिसीज़न को फर्मली, भली भांति, बहुत अच्छे से जानने के बाद में ये डिसीज़न लिया है कि आई केप्ट the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. He knew well that this road he is taking up, this decision he is taking up, whether he will be able to come back, whether he will be able to reach somewhere, whether he will be able to achieve something or not, it is not certain. But yet he finally decided to travel on the road that was not taken up by many people. He, in the concluding stanza, says, having made his choice, the speaker declares, "Oh, I kept the first for another day." This line initiates a change. One more special thing, these lines are very important here. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. The speaker doubts he will ever return. We will move to the last stanza. This stanza reads, I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. तो यहाँ पर पूरी तरीके से ड्रामेटिकली फ्रॉस्ट ने अपना कंक्लूजन दिया है. विदाउट यूजिंग एनी फिगरेटिव लैंग्वेज, ही सिंपली has concluded that he has decided to choose the unbeaten path deliberately, and this he has done to prove that he can achieve something special, and he had the desire to achieve something special, so he decided it firmly and he moved ahead, and finally he has the confidence to claim, he has the confidence to prove that he took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. जो उन्होंने रास्ता चुना, उस चुनाव से, उस चॉइस से, उस डिसीजन से सारा कुछ उनकी जो डेस्टिनी सेट हुई है, उन्होंने जो डिफरेंस क्रिएट किया, वट एवर ही हैज़ डन. सो द पोएट इज मेंशनिंग हियर that whatever he has achieved, it is because of the decision he made at the right moment of time in his life. So now once again have a quick review of the poetry. Now let me tell you once again, this poetry was first published in 1916 as the first poem in the collection Mountain Interval. The poem is written in perfect rhyming scheme ABAAB, and it has 5 lines. This poem is about life from perspective of a young narrator, and as an individual chooses the road less traveled by. एक young traveler, young narrator जिसने तय किया था वो रास्ता चुनना जो कि less traveled by है, जिस पे लोगों ने ज़्यादा जिसको अपनाया नहीं है. आखिर लाइन तक डाउट महसूस होता है, लेकिन जब लास्ट की 2 लाइन हम पढ़ते हैं तो हमने जब देखा कि लास्ट की 2 लाइन में उन्होंने क्लियरली मेंशन किया है, आई टुक द वन लेस ट्रेवल्ड बाय एंड दैट हैज़ मेड ऑल द डिफरेंस. सेंट्रल थीम जो है इस पोएट्री की वो यही है कि हम when we make choice we remain uncertain of the future, but the complete satisfaction comes at the end when we reach somewhere. So major themes of the poem is uncertainty and perplexing situation of the minds of the people. कि दुविधा में जब लोग होते हैं और वो उस उलझन में किसी निर्णय पर नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं, when they are at the verge of making choices, they have to face the dilemma, and then normally everyone has life full of choices. आप लोग भी अब 10th पास करने के बाद में जब सब्जेक्ट के लिए आप चुनाव करेंगे, या आप लोगों ने अभी से सोचना शुरू कर दिया, दैट्स वंडरफुल कि आप लोग अभी से अपने करियर को लेकर कंसर्न्ड हैं, एंड यू आर थिंकिंग व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू विल बी गोइंग टू डू. सो व्हाट चॉइस you will make today will determine the course of your life. Similarly, the narrator faces a situation during his travel. He finds two roads at a point where he has to choose one and must abide by his choice. He thinks he may come back one day to travel. On the other road, however, he also has a feeling that his choice will confront him with new adventures and challenges. जो भी चॉइस है, क्योंकि उन्होंने जो रास्ता चुना है, इट इज़ लेस ट्रेवल्ड बाय एंड ही विल बी कन्फ्रंटेड बाय न्यू एडवेंचर्स, न्यू चैलेंजेस. जो कुछ भी एडवेंचर्स, जो कुछ भी व्हाट्सएवर चैलेंजेस ही फेस्ड इन हिज लाइफ, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, बिकॉज ऑफ दोज एक्सपीरियंसेस, ही हैज़ रीच्ड समवेयर. सो दिस इज़ द कंप्लीट poetry, and now I expect that you people will submit your assignment in the form of these textbook exercises. And one more special assignment I would like to give you, that is to collect different poems written by Robert Frost You can get many, and I am sure you would love many of his poetries. Hope you enjoyed this poetry. Thanks for viewing.